it is 11:10 a.m. and I just made some breakfast for me and William, and me and William are getting over being sick. He actually had croup and I just had a really bad cough and like sore throat and everything. This has just not been my week, to be honest. I've had a really rough week physically and emotionally and mentally, and James has been working so much. Just not been my week, so I'm hoping today will be a better day. I feel like I've said that the last like 4 days in a row, and then something happens and then it just ends up being like not. So here's to a good day today. I'm gonna vlog the whole day. Maybe that'll make it even better. But yeah, I'm gonna eat my breakfast now.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you.
So now I'm just going to, I just got William down for a nap, so now I'm just gonna work for a little bit, respond to emails, edit. I'm so behind on emails. This is how you can tell I'm literally losing my mind. Look what I just typed into the search bar. I was literally gonna type in emails.com. Guys, I'm so, oh no. I'm so drained and tired. I'm gonna talk to you guys about it in a little bit, but I've just had a really rough week, but I have a ton of emails I have to respond to, so I'm gonna do that first.
So small, watch the clock ticking off the wall.
Okay, I'm actually backtracking, so I had a little bit of a breakdown, but I don't think I explained myself well, so I'm kind of gonna put this clip of me explaining before the clip of me losing it. And I just wanted to tell you guys how I've been feeling. I haven't been having a good week. I have, I'm like kind of been going back and forth on if I even want to talk about stuff like this on camera, because I want my channel to be a positive place and I want women to feel encouraged and inspired when they come to my channel. I don't want people to like think I'm like a bad mom or a bad wife, and like that's like my fears, but it does make me feel a little better when other YouTubers talk about this kind of stuff, so I feel like I want to. So I've just been having a really bad week, and I've been having really bad anxiety. And if you don't know, I have had anxiety since I was 8 is when I was diagnosed. High anxiety disorder. I had my first panic attack when I was 8. It's always been bad. I really don't remember a time that it hasn't somewhat controlled my life. And I remember like when I was like 11, 12, 13, 14, like every year I could possibly remember my New Year's resolution was to have my anxiety under control or to have less anxiety, and it just never works. So I've been on medication for it before. I've tried the tapping method. My mom really wants me to try that again. I've tried everything, and I'm just like, this is just me. So I've had high anxiety since I was 8, and then I was actually diagnosed with OCD when I was 22. And if you see my cleaning videos, you clearly know my OCD is not like organizational or anything like that. It's like obsessive thoughts. So my anxiety is purely like medical. I'm always anxious about things being wrong with me or the people I love. I'm the type of person that will see like the smallest thing and think it's the worst thing, and I'll see a commercial about a disease, or I'll see a YouTube video about someone finding something, or I'll see a post on Facebook about someone's mom was just diagnosed with this, and all those things trigger me and set me into like a tailspin kind of, because my OCD makes me obsess about whatever I'm thinking about with that stuff. So yeah, so that's my life. So I feel like I constantly have triggers to me, because I will be having a great day and then I'll be scrolling Facebook and I'll see something, and then within seconds I'm obsessing about this or that or whatever. So yeah, so I've just been having a bad week, and I guess I'll insert, that just kind of explains this next clip. Like, for instance, I have eczema on my finger. I get it like every year. Been to the doctor for it and everything, and for some reason every year when it comes back I panic and freak out, and then I have anxiety. So that's what started it this week, and then it just kind of went from there. So then I was already having a bad week, and mind you, James is an operations manager in a warehouse, so Black Friday is like peak week for them, so he hasn't had a day off in like forever. He did have Thanksgiving off, but I don't even know if that really counts in my mind because we're just running from family to family, but he hasn't had like a day off in like so long, and we don't even know when his next day off will be, and I feel like I'm just complaining. But anyways, I just have been having really bad anxiety this week, and then Williams started getting a cough on I don't even know what day, and then the next day we were like, he started wheezing and I had to rush him, like he was like and I had to rush him to the doctor, and he actually had croup, and so and then the next day he had like a little cut on his finger. I don't even know what from. Teething, and his fingers are always in his mouth. So I feel like I remember seeing like a little red mark that I thought was from him chewing. I don't know. But then the next day his little finger looked like it was infected to me. So then I was like having to deal with that and like call the doctor, and it wasn't, and it's fine now, but get like antibiotics and like Epsom salt compresses, and then there was like a blister, and I don't know, this is like, now that I'm saying this out loud, this is like so stupid to complain with, but it's really taken a toll on me, and it's taken a toll on me more because I'm just doing everything by myself because James works so much that I'm just so overwhelmed, and it feels like one thing after the next, and I just feel like I can't handle it because of my anxiety, which makes me feel like maybe I'm just not meant to be a mom, because obviously I can't handle medical stuff, like him being sick or like a stupid cut, like that kind of stuff. When I see that on my baby, like really, that kind of stuff really gets to me. Like if something's wrong medically, I can't handle it. And then especially too when people are like, oh, it's like, you just wait, like, oh, it's just gonna get worse, like, you know, when you have kids, like they're sick a lot, or like with boys they get hurt a lot, and so then I'm like, I guess I can't handle it. Like I just feel like I love him too much, that all the obsessing and the worrying and stuff about medical stuff that I had my whole life about myself is so heightened with him because he means so much more to me. I've just been really overwhelmed with like all this stuff. Like it was really scary on the day he was wheezing. I didn't know what to do because I needed to rush him to the doctor. I almost took him to the hospital. I felt like he wasn't getting air, and then I was like, how do you even do that? Like, do I strap him in his car seat and drive and just let him suffer in the back? Like, I don't even know. Thankfully I nursed him and got him to catch his breath enough that I could take him to the doctor, and he was fine in the back seat. But the whole time I was driving, I was like trying, like, please don't start wheezing while I'm driving. Like, I don't even know how you handle that. And gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna even keep this in the video. And then I was sick too, and I didn't even realize it until he got over his croup, and then I realized, oh my gosh, my throat has been killing me for like 3 days, and my head hurts and my body aches, and I didn't even realize it because I was so concerned about him. And so I just feel like just run down and exhausted. I'm just like emotionally exhausted, and I think some of it has to do with James working so much, because you know, normally you kind of have moms, or you know, some have like a light at the end of the tunnel at the end of the week. Like, you know, if you're having a bad week, like, oh, Saturday is coming, or you know, my husband will get off at this time, or he'll be off on this day, and I don't really have that. like spoke this into the universe, if God heard me and was like, give this girl a break. But James just texted me that he talked to his boss and he got tomorrow off. Oh my gosh, I feel like this vlog is like so dramatic. There's like a, and then this is the like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. And that makes today feel better because it's like I have something to like look forward to. I think as a stay-at-home mom, and maybe some of you can agree that like it kind of can sometimes get repetitive and lonely, and you feel like you're just kind of repeating the same day over and over and over again, especially if your husband's like never really home or, you know, never has days off. So that makes me really happy. Wow.
Letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars.
Okay, so here's my plan. I'm like going through a plan in my head because I feel like I am in a much more positive headspace than I was earlier. I apologize for my little freak out on camera earlier. I'm still going back and forth on if I'm gonna put that in this video. I'm gonna show my mom, I think, when I get to her house and just see what she thinks. She's always telling me to open up about my anxiety on camera, but I'm someone that, I'm not gonna lie, like comments and they like actually get to me. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, like mean comments, like they make me laugh, or like, oh, don't worry about me, I just think it's so funny. They actually get to me, so I kind of do and don't do things based on what I think people will say, which is not good, but being honest. So anyways, here's my game plan. I'm trying to make tonight like a happy night in my head so that I'm not like, oh, James has to work overnight, like how great, because like 2 seconds ago I was really excited that he would have tomorrow off, and now I'm kind of like, oh great, now he has to work overnight. Like there's like a, never like a win-win, it's like a win-lose. But no, it's not, I'm being positive. So I'm gonna get everything together to spend the night at my mom's, so like just our PJs and stuff like that. Then I'm going to make Will and I dinner, which I have a yummy dinner, so that's another positive in my head. I'm making, I think it's beef and poblano pie from Home Chef. I've never tried that meal, but I've never had a meal that I didn't like absolutely love from Home Chef, so I know it's gonna be a delicious meal. And I will say, if you haven't been watching me for a while, then you don't know, I love Home Chef. I use them all the time. I will say weeks like this, days like this, where I'm feeling down or overwhelmed or stressed, or like I'm constantly doing everything and like I'm like alone and things like that, Home Chef is like my saving grace, because it like comes to my door and then I have like a meal, because I do need to go grocery shopping. So because Will's been sick, we haven't been grocery shopping because I didn't want to take him, and I couldn't go without him because I have him every day, and because James hasn't been home. And so that was a very pleasant surprise. I forgot that I had Home Chef coming, so when that came to my door, I was like, oh, that was a very happy thing. So that's another happy thing on my list. And then after I make dinner, and we're gonna eat our super yummy dinner, and I'm gonna put the leftovers in the fridge because James is off tomorrow, so we can enjoy those tomorrow. Then I am going to go to Hobby Lobby and return some of the Christmas decor I didn't use, and I love Hobby Lobby, so that's another positive. And then I think I'm gonna go to like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. Those are both kind of near there, so I'll go there. Then I'm gonna go to my mom's house, and that's always fun. And then I'll edit when I'm at her house, and I always get a little more editing done because then I have some help with William. And then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then when I wake up, it'll be James's day off, and it will be a happy, refreshing day, and I'm going to recharge, and I'm gonna get my positive mindset back. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. This is my Home Chef. Yeah, this is what I'm making tonight. It is the beef and poblano tamale pie, which it looks so good. So I'm gonna get started on that. Now, if you guys don't know what Home Chef is, just real quick, they are a home meal kit delivery service. So the box comes straight to your doorstep and it has the ingredients inside. Everything is pre-measured out. So if this needs 2 green onions, then 2 green onions is going to be in the box. 3 ounces of corn kernels, that will already be in there, pre-measured. You really don't have to think about it, so it's really great for like days and weeks like these where I am like kind of losing my mind, because this meal with these instructions, which are picture instructions, show up to my doorstep. I have all the ingredients I need, all the instructions, and they're super easy, and then within minutes I have a home cooked fresh meal that makes me feel like I accomplished something for the day. And just to show you guys like some other ones that I've made, and they have ones that are like no cooking required. Like this one, I literally, everything, you just rolled it up and then you microwave the chicken and it was already fully cooked. That was even better for days like these. This one was also a no cooking required one. This is probably hands down my favorite meal I've ever had. I'm honestly gonna put it out there that I feel like this might be the best pizza I've ever had in my whole life. I'm just putting it out there. I tell James that all the time. They have different meals every week that you can choose from. So you always get like a different range, different options to choose from, but they do have meals for everybody. So if you're like calorie conscious, vegetarian, if you're looking for things without nuts, you have different restrictions, they have it all. And then you just pick what day of the week you want your meals to come, and they come to your doorstep, and you pick what kind of serving size you want. So for 2 people, 4 people, 6, etc. So it's really perfect. But I haven't seen this meal come up yet for me to order again. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna order this again, because this has been my favorite. But honestly, I've loved everything. So yeah, these are some of the meals that I've had, but this is tonight's. And if you guys are interested in trying Home Chef, I will have them linked down below in my description, and I have a code down there, which if you use, you get $30 off your first order, which is a great deal, because then it kind of makes it, you know, lower commitment. Then you just get to try it for cheaper, and I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. So I'm gonna get started on this and start knocking things off my to-do list.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets, and yesterday has gone to sleep. All that's left is you and me.
Okay, seriously, look how good that turned out.
I can promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. And let our minds.
Okay. Just finished eating. That was seriously so good. Beef and poblano tamale pie. I thought it would be good, but I didn't know that it would be one of my favorites, because the words like beef and poblano tamale, I don't know. I'm usually like simple, like pasta, chicken wrap. That sounded like, I didn't think I would like it that much, but it had like a cornbread cheddar crust. It was so good. It had like a little bit of sweetness. Definitely recommend it. You guys, I can't talk about Home Chef enough. I just love it. It really makes, it was just like a really good dinner. I needed a good dinner like that, and it was simple. I didn't have to go grocery shopping. I didn't have to stress about the fact that I have no groceries, because with that meal, it seemed like I had like a house full of groceries, even though I didn't. So like I said, I will have them linked down below, and you can use my code LaurenM30 for $30 off your first order. Highly, highly recommend them, you guys. I'm serious. But now, I am going to get everything in the car, and I think we're gonna head to Marshall's. Okay, just so you guys didn't think I was lying, this is what I mean when I say we have to go grocery shopping. Because William has been sick and he had croup, and I didn't want to take him out when he was sick and had the horse cough and the wheezing and all of that stuff. So this is what we're down to. Not that much food. So this is why I was more than thankful when Home Chefs showed up at my doorstep.
Power up.
What? No, come here. No, don't touch that.
I'm watching my show.
What are you watching?
Minecraft thing.
Hey, come here. He knows how to turn the lights on and off.
Yeah, he just sits
Come
there.
here.
Turns them on, turns them off. I'll sit down.
But my grandma said I was allowed to do that.
Ready? Come on. I hold on.
Be careful. Go slow.
Oh, him here. Let him reach some destination. Vroom.
What you doing, buddy? You want to see yourself? Say hi. Oh, don't touch.
Hi. Okay, get away.
Where are you going? Hold on, no. Okay, so sorry about the glare on my glasses. I cannot see without my glasses, so I need to wear them. I actually took them off to try to film this, and I felt weird because I couldn't even see myself in the viewfinder. But we're at my mom's now. Obviously, it's way later. I'm about to put Will to bed and then edit this video. But yeah, I hope that my little breakdown earlier wasn't off-putting or too negative. I know that I'm so blessed. I really am. And that's what sometimes gets to me is I'm like, pull yourself together, Lauren. Like, you have so many things to be grateful for, and you're so blessed. Like that saying, you used to pray for the things that you have now or something like that, is so true. Like, I used to always pray to meet a good man and be married and have a baby, be a stay-at-home mom, like all the things that I have now. And those of you who watched me last year when we lived away from family, when we lived in a different state for a year, know that I wanted to move home to North Carolina so bad. Like, I have all that I've been praying for, but the truth is that I struggle with anxiety, and I have for a long time, and there's really not a lot that I can do about it, and some days are bad and some days are good, and I just always focus on being the best mom and wife that I can possibly be. And sometimes when he takes a nap like that, like he was earlier, I have a mini breakdown, but the important thing is I pull myself together when he's awake. And I know that I'm a good mommy and stuff, but sometimes I just wonder, how am I gonna make it through all this, all these medical things, like him, and I'm sure it gets easier along the way, because when I think back, the first few times he would fall when he was little, I would be and freak out and panic and be like, what if he has a concussion? Where now when he falls, it happens all the time, and I'm like, oh, you're fine, you're fine. So I'm hoping that all these things, this was the first time he's ever been sick and stuff like that. So I'm hoping it gets a little easier as it goes. If you're a mom to kids that are older, or you have multiple kids, definitely comment down below and let me know. Does it get easier, or is it always that stressful every time they get sick? Or maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my anxiety. But either way, I hope you guys don't look at me any differently or think I'm too negative or anything like that. I just wanted to open up, and tomorrow James is off, and it's gonna be a good day, and I'm gonna get my recharge and get my battery back to full, so that when he goes back to work the next day, I will have a full battery and I'll be back into full-time mom mode. So I just love him so much, but he's feeling better, which makes me feel better. And I'm also starting to feel better physically with my cough and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.